Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the 15th Annual B.Riley and Company Investor Conference here in Santa Monica, California. I have with me Gerald Commissiong of Amarantus. It's a publicly traded company, and the symbol is AMBS. Gerald, welcome back to SNNLive.
Thank you very much for having me.
Good to have you. Please tell our audience a brief overview, and then we'll get into some questions.
Sure. Amarantus is a biotechnology holding company developing products in the central nervous system space. We have a blood test for Alzheimer's that we're going to be commercializing later this year. We have a Parkinson's disease drug candidate entering late-stage clinical development for Parkinson's disease LID, and we have a preclinical neurotrophic factor that we're developing for the orphan indication retinitis pigmentosa.
You know, there's a soft spot in my heart when I hear a company working on Parkinson, working on some of the, nervous system disorders that you're working on. Why did you go into that area of development?
Well, I originally got into this because my father is a researcher at the NIH and felt that he could potentially discover a cure for Parkinson's based on certain scientific principles, and he was successful. And so we took that discovery and developed really a niche in the field and some good relationships that allowed us to bring in other products in that area. So it's really a core understanding followed by some really novel technology, and then that technology has allowed us to attract other products because they see the value.
You know, you have a great spokesperson in Michael J. Fox. I'm happy that he's in the front of this, and I hope he lives a long, long time based on some of the work that you guys are doing. What kind of input do you get from people in the science community that want to know more about what you're doing? You know what I mean? From white papers on.
Well, I think the feedback is pretty positive. The fundamental science we have is based on 25, 30 years of development. So we've reached a stage in the field where we have a good understanding of what needs to happen, and we're marching down and trying to de-risk the asset and take it through successive milestones. I think that mostly the feedback that we're getting is, it's been a long time since there's been a real CNS company that has come along that's got more than just one asset or more than just one focus. We've tried to take a little bit more of a holistic approach and try and think about disease management as opposed to just one aspect of the disease. And so with that in mind, I think we're trying to improve our chances, not only from the equity side by mitigating risk, enterprise risk, but more importantly from the science side, having multiple shots on goal. And that's something that people find really attractive.
I'm going to ask you your website in a minute for our audience. What are they going to find on the website when they go there? And give an indication of why they should go to visit your website.
Well, first of all, we have white papers on the homepage that describe in detail our blood test for Alzheimer's and our preclinical neurotrophic factor. We're putting one together now for the compound that we just brought in, which is moving into phase 2/3. They're going to find out information about our management team, our board of advisors, and our board of directors. I think we've got one of the top groups of individuals on the planet. We also recently opened up an office in Geneva, so it's now not just US-based, but we have a lot of interest from groups in Europe. So we have about 6 people out in Europe that are working for the company under the direction of David Lowe. So you're going to find a diverse set of assets that you can learn more about in depth. You're going to find a really interesting set of people with a significant amount of experience in the space and with successfully developed products, including the co-founder of Amgen, Dr. Joe Rubenfeld. And I think you're going to find a company that's got a purpose of really trying to help patients. And we want you to join our movement. We are hosting a conference at the United Nations on Alzheimer's disease in traumatic brain injury and Alzheimer's disease on July 31st. We think that that's going to be a major event for us. We have congressional support from some of the key players on the Appropriations Committee, and we think that we're going to be in a position in the months and years ahead to really make some noise in space and hopefully build some value for our shareholders.
Now, without any further ado, let's get that website out there.
www.amarantus.com. AMARANTUS.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gerald Commissiong, Amarantus. It's a publicly traded company, and the symbol is AM, B like in boy, S like in Sam. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. We're at the 15th annual B.Riley and Company Investor Conference here in Santa Monica. Gerald, as always, good luck to you in the future.
Thank you very much.